stuff to do. I'm busy in the kitchen.
I was just going to wait and see how long you notice that we're...
Hi, guys. You see? We actually talk to each other.
What were you busy in the kitchen doing, Janelle?
Busy in the kitchen, feeding a whole lot of people.
No, but okay, feeding.
I wasn't baking this yesterday.
Len was actually making biscuits and cookies. Pretty
and
cool.
Cookies with the kids. He's awesome.
She was taking the video. Today's topic, family, glad you're with us here. Brian Janelle Overtime. Remember, one of the ways to spread the word about this here ministry and what we're doing every day, and Overtime in particular, is to share the feed. Say, hey, be sure to listen to these guys while you're stuck at home. They're lots of fun. He's curiously handsome.
She's amazing.
In
Keeps
spite
them in
of
line.
the irritating things she says, you still will enjoy this.
Dude, can I just say something? Listen, this week you have been particularly difficult, and part of me's like, you go home and complain about your kids bickering. Shouldn't you model what you want to see at home?
Well,
We're
that's
like
what I'm doing,
siblings.
though. I'm modeling it at home, and then I come here and I get rid of all the tension.
You let it out.
I let it out on that one over there.
Well, then you're welcome for my servant, ministry. I am serving y'all. This is sacrificial.
Is it? And then if you are like, wow, I love hanging out at Overtime. Why aren't you downloading the Moody Radio mobile app?
Hello.
A lot of people sit in their car and listen to the show, and they're like, oh, no, I can't hear the show anymore. Yeah, you can. Moody Radio mobile app, that's the easiest way to listen to us live from 6 to 9. Set your alarm, get up. The kids will still be asleep. Don't worry about them. Get up, hang with us. You wouldn't believe what she says at 6 in the morning. She doesn't even know what she's talking about then. More so than that. So the big question for today, I'm just curious to hear us go around the table, so to speak, and find out what's the most difficult part of this stay-at-home order for your family.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's making it hard? And it doesn't have to be serious. Could be something crazy or weird or silly or serious.
Or funny, or even, well, you said difficult. I was going to say some people got some positive things, but that would be another conversation, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are probably like, wow, I was spending more time with Brian before in the car, and now I'm not commuting to work, and so...
That's difficult.
It's been hard. I
Deborah has something already.
Here,
oh, my
here.
goodness.
Come
Oh, wow.
It's okay. You'll be all right.
6 feet, y'all.
You'll be all right. You'll be okay.
Deborah says, most difficult, staying focused to get things done. Feel like I have so much time and I put things off. Plus, losing track of days. They're pretty much all alike. Brian, let's look at you. And
Are you
Robin.
gonna Facebook creep again?
Robin had sent a private message.
That's probably Robin.
Aw, your
Brian,
family's so...
Robin.
Aw.
She's been doing this lately. She'll Facebook
is
stalk you. People might not
awesome.
comment.
Good morning. She says, hi guys, the worst part of the stay-at-home order is that my young adult kids aren't here with me. Oh,
Yeah,
praying that they're making wise decisions.
Yeah, my parents, I think, wanted to come and sequester with us, but it was too late, I guess. Oh, look at what Robin said. Why don't you talk like that?
Brian, you're so sweet.
Why don't you talk like that?
Robin, you're not with Brian all day, but he can be sweet. He has the potential in him. Do we need
Why don't you be more like her?
Do we need to? Brian, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You don't feel like your kids? I feel like we're our kids right now. Dave Stefanski in the house, y'all. Say hi to Dave. He says the most difficult is realizing that for Lavan, normal life is going to be mean less of me. What is it?
Mean less of me.
Mean less of me. How is she going to deal with that?
Yeah, I'm genuinely worried about my wife, Sarah. Like, what's she going to do when this is over and she doesn't get as much of this?
Seriously? Wow.
It's a lot.
They're going to be like, can we go back in lockdown? Can we
They're going to be like, no, I'm sorry, honey. We have to go back to regular life. It'll be hard, but we'll pray through it.
Hi, Jennifer. Robin says, you're both precious.
Well,
Thank you, Robin.
Let's
my
not get
friend.
carried away here, Robin.
You, my friend.
Precious. Wow.
Meredith says, I miss going to my church. We always had something going on, and I miss that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been a hard part, not being there.
Yeah.
And I've been there for some worship team stuff, and that's just, it's weird.
Why?
It's not like cathartic to go at the building, because it's empty. It's just weird to be part of an empty building.
Kenny says, you guys are awesome.
True.
God's grace and blessings. Y huepa! Hola, Santiago. I saw your video from YouTube. Santiago's awesome. Kenny Santiago Marrero. Sorry.
Yeah, roll your R.
I love, look at who graduated. Is that you?
She's
Oh, you're
Facebook
awesome.
stalking
Look at
again.
you.
She's-
You're awesome.
It's okay. She's
Look
Facebook
at that.
stalking.
Graduated. Oh, that is awesome. Let's see from what. Well, first of all, he's an actor and a singer. That is awesome. And he does freelance.
He's from the Bronx.
You're from the Bronx. Yeah, right up the street from
Wait.
Rhode Island. Though. That's how
Like
it
right
feels.
now? Oh no, he lives in Pennsylvania. Okay, cool.
And from the Bronx. Do you miss New York? I know not right now, but let us know how you're doing. Do you have people in New York, Kenny?
Wow, you're getting all up in his business.
Robin says, keep praying for them, Mama. I will pray for yours. Because she's responding to Meredith, who says, so true, I have boys in Alaska and Utah. My son in Utah has been made to go to work after they found 2 positive people. Oh.
And they're all replying to Brian, who was writing about, or Robin, who was writing about the young adult kids.
Kenny, you're in Lorraine. Do you have people in New York, Kenny? Callie says, good morning, friends. The hardest part for me is having not to lose my temper with my kiddos.
Yeah, right? Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Because they driving us crazy. Crazy.
What? I was going to say...
We had one sweet moment at my house yesterday, though. Sarah and I took the little boys and the dogs for a walk just because everybody's driving us nuts. I came home. They'd be so mad at me if I showed you this, but they're asleep. They don't know. I got home, and my 3 oldest kids were sitting together like that on the couch.
Aww.
Isn't that sweet? And I was like, aww. And my son was like, Dad, stop it.
So there was one positive moment in all the mess.
Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and New Jersey. Manhattan is awesome. You
I
know,
don't think
there's
that's how you
a
say that.
whole lot of Dominicans in Manhattan.
No,
Like, it is
no.
our town.
Manhattan.
No, Manhattan. That's what we say.
Manhattan.
That's our, you know, Kenny. A lot of Dominicans. He does have family there. They're all on lockdown. Thank goodness, all safe. And first responders.
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
That's not how you say that.
It is Manhattan.
It's Manhattan.
It's Nueva York.
No, it's New York.
No. I was going to say, the one in my house that's having it, he's getting better, is my son. I feel bad that the kids in particular, our kids, all of our kids, not being able to connect with their friends and sports. You know, it's Ron Eastwood helped me realize, as an adult, we have perspective, and it makes it easier. But as a child, even the teens don't. So it makes their the isolation just a little harder for them. Dave says Brian is right about how to say Manhattan. It's Manhattan. It's Manhattan, and it's Nueva York. Woo!
It's like one time in
Nueva
Cher,
York.
we got a gift
La
in Cher.
Gran Manzana, the
From-
Big Apple.
We got a gift in Cher from Tanisha. She goes, Tanisha, with the
No,
gift
no.
to share.
It's Manhattan. If you guys want to know how we say it, and it's La Gran Manzana. Like, we love New York.
Manzana, is that apple?
La Gran Manzana, the
I think Big Apple sounds better than that.
La Gran Manzana.
The
No,
Big
it actually
Apple.
sounds awesome. Violet says, my employer has us working from home, and I thought I'd be able to get so many things done. However, the lack of structure is really throwing off my group.
Oh yeah, no, my wife has been the same way. It's taken her like a week to just not be constantly irritated.
Yeah.
To have to work at home. Working at home when you got little kids, that's a big deal. It's really hard to do.
For Len, he says he's struggling staying up. Like, the being at the office, being in the building, being fully dressed does something to you mentally. So he's getting used to, how do I create whatever I need
He can still get fully
to
dressed.
like be focused.
Like, I feel like he should get dressed.
He's dressed,
Like,
but not
clothes
like
are
he
not an
would
option.
to go to work.
Len, put some clothes on. No, but Sarah started getting up and like showering and getting ready for the day as if she's going to work
Yeah.
because she's found it. Well, beyond the last minute Zoom calls that horrify her when she's totally still
Oh,
asleep
yeah.
face or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Sandy, hello, Miss Sandy. Brian says, David, you helped my stepmom, Regina, after my daddy passed away. What a blessing you are to our family.
Aw.
Dave is awesome. If you guys can give him like a heart right here, like look up Dave Safransky. Thank you for helping Miss Regina.
Despite what you may think of Dave, he really is a nice guy.
And shout out to Carrie, you my girl. Can we be like Carrie? Like, can we get a bracelet that says, what would Carrie do? What did Carrie do? She shared this conversation,
Yeah,
right?
it's tough to share these things because you have to kind of let go. I mean, if you're on your phone, you have to go.
Just share.
It's a lot. I mean, you got to be like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Or with your mouse, or just share it. Share these streams so we can have more people join us every day.
Jennifer says she finds it difficult. All the cooking, yes. Well, all my kids are
Whoa,
all
whoa, whoa,
home
whoa,
all
whoa,
the time.
whoa. You don't need to show sympathy about all the cooking.
No, I was actually going to say something else. Actually, there's a lot of adults in my house, and so we're all sharing the cooking. When I'm home alone and it goes back to normal, I'm the only one cooking. That's horrible. But Len did something because he's so genius. So all the kids are like, oh yeah, Papi's been demoted. He's not the principal anymore. He's the teacher because we homeschool, and now he's like, man, like dishes in my house is 80% cups. And it's so annoying. And he did something really simple, but I just don't think that way. He took cups and like took a Sharpie and wrote their name and has a little towel. And he'll be policing it because he's working in the kitchen. The dishes are like non-existent.
We're running the dishwasher like three times a day.
That's so annoying. Do your kids do that? They'll like grab cups for like, it's so annoying.
For everything. They'll be like, let me just, anyway.
Yes, and then in the sink. Oh.
Yeah. So Jennifer, by the way, though, I'm a truth lover. So when you try to empathize with all the cooking, like that's not fair.
That's so not. What do you think my kids do?
That's not fair to Jennifer.
I homeschool every day for the last 16
Jennifer,
years. Oh my gosh.
Sarah's been doing a little more cooking than usual. I've had some help. I normally do the cooking. She's been helping a little bit, so we understand.
What do you think happens in regular life?
Len.
Really? While he's at work till 6?
I saw all the videos of him baking.
Now, yeah, I'm getting help. Brian says, Janelle, how I wish I had all my cups dirty. I know. Oh, Robin.
Oh, you're right. See,
I know.
Put it in perspective. Someday you're going to be like, Len, remember when all the cups were dirty?
I know. That's when I'm going to have my house full of grandchildren, but you know, that's all wishful thinking.
But listen, Robin, if you want to wash some cups, we'll put them in a box at the end of the driveway, and you can.
No, but I get it, Rob. Kenny Santiago, he goes, arroz con guandule. It's easy, Brian. I just made earlier this week arroz con habichuela y pollo guisado, Santiago. Oh my gosh.
By the way, nobody knows what you're saying.
He knows. He's from Manhattan. He knows.
No.
Or from the
Manhattan.
David says, I'm going to invest in Weight Watchers after this is all over. Yeah, dude, because I have been eating like I'm on death row every day. Man.
It's a good time to... did you hear Mike's advice? What do you think of that, Janelle?
To experiment with cooking and bacon. Yes, I'm going to actually do some baking this week. But I've been cooking, y'all. My kids eat. I have 6 kids in the house every day. While he's taking a nap because his kids are at school, I go home after I work. Please. Oh, my gosh.
Any other comments coming in? What's the worst part? What? I'm just over here sitting quietly.
No,
what's the most difficult part of the stay-at-home order for your family?
Meredith says, good morning, Meredith. First, since you hardly comment, let's look at you.
We hear from Meredith all the time.
Oh, yeah, I saw you yesterday.
You were
What's
Facebook
up?
stalking her yesterday.
Yeah, she said, our youth, I wanted to see that because our youth minister has been doing so much to keep the kids in the youth and the youth connected. Live meetings and music and just having fun. That's super cool.
Good idea, yeah.
My son was playing with his guitar for hours, my 17-year-old. So that was kind of cool. They're doing more practicing than they usually do. Sandy says, park a dish soap wand by the sink. If they don't use it for their cups, it's their turn to clean up supper. Ooh, let's look at you. You're so smart.
I like that, but I have a thing about those dish wands.
She's in Youngstown. Hey, Sandy, very smart. Why? You don't like them?
You can't figure out why I wouldn't like the dish wands?
No.
People keep those for weeks, and they get all nasty.
Well, you should spray them every time you use them, but our kids don't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a good call, but...
Robin says, Janelle, do you have any good Puerto Rican recipes we can try?
No.
I am not Puerto Rican.
She's Dominican.
But we eat very similar food. Puerto Ricans do a lot of... what is it?
Better.
I forget. Anyways, I will private message you what we call our flag, which is rice, beans, and chicken. It is so simple to make, and it's so good. Oh, it's amazing. I don't know what you're doing over there, starting trouble. Meredith says, yes, our daughter takes lessons from our youth minister, and they do FaceTime lessons. Oh, that's good. Jason, what's up, Jason? He's a top fan. Let's look at Jason Andrews. What's up? He's a Cleveland fan.
Well, that's a nice dog, bro.
Yeah,
what is that? Is that a
dude.
pit?
Oh,
it's a good puppy. He's all white.
He is cute.
She doesn't like dogs, so don't listen to that. I love dogs. That's cute.
I got a pit. He is awesome.
So
but
what did he
he's
say?
old.
You didn't even read his
Jason
comment.
says, I don't have no wife, girlfriend, or kids. Come home after work and study. Just recently I found myself standing up, giving myself sermons. Oh.
Somebody's got to preach to you, bro. Might as well be you.
Hey, Lauren, Puerto Rican food. Lauren, maybe you could post your favorite recipe. Puerto Rican food is very good, very, very good.
Technically, she is not Puerto Rican, but...
No, I'm not, but it's very similar.
Lauren's not either.
Oh, well, yeah. But, Lauren, have you learned how to make some of the food? You are so... Oh, my goodness.
Lauren had to be in a meeting with me yesterday, poor thing. I started to shut down, and so I just got unproductive. Sorry, Lauren.
No, let's say it correctly. When he shuts down, he starts poking at people and joking and poking, and it's like so annoying. Violet says, I agree with whoever commented about the eating thing. That was Dave. It takes extra effort to avoid the kitchen. It's like a free vending machine that's suddenly available 24/7. Literally watching weight loss shows on TLC to inspire me to avoid snacking.
Sometimes what you got to do. I mean, every time I go in the kitchen, one of my kids is looking in the fridge.
Yeah.
Every time.
I bet you they just stand there and look like
they're looking like they're going to find something new.
Yes. Dave, no. You're my friend. No. He says Polish food is by far the best. It's really not even up for debate. No. Caribbean food. I'm not even going to say Dominican. Caribbean. Cuban food. Oh.
Latin cooking show would be so much fun, but Kenny, we'd have to bring in her mother for that.
No, Kenny, I cook.
You talk about your mom as the best.
I made rice
Dominican
when we went
cook.
over Dave Safransky's thing. I didn't even use the Instapot.
When you're not here, she talks about how great her mom is, and her mom is the best
awesome.
Dominican food.
Lauren, she knows. She goes, I have my mini olla, but I haven't used it, and I'm ashamed. But you know about the olla? You know what's up.
What is that?
You're my girl.
What's an olla?
It's a pot.
And what? No, it should be olla.
No, it's olla.
Wouldn't most Latinos say olla?
I'm not most Latinos.
So what is it?
Mike says, it's the pot that we use to make the rice, and then when the rice all the way at the bottom, it's like crunchy. We call it con. It's so good. But if you don't make it in an olla, it just...
So you call it with?
Olla.
Con?
Oh, con is just like, because it's a con.
Oh, so that's a sound, not a word.
It's like, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Mike says, I love Polish food. There's a large Polish section in Buffalo where I grew up. That's cool. Robin says, David, I'm Polish too. My daddy said I make better stuffed cabbage than his mom.
Wow.
Dave Safransky, you talk about cabbage all the time. Betty says, arroz con guandules en a caldero. That's what we call it, caldero. Oh, I want to hug you. I feel like I'm at home, Betty. See, you understand.
How did this become this?
Oh, fried plantains! Cindy! Exactly. Plátanos, and I like the maduros. Plátano maduros. Betty calls it, instead of con, they call it pegado. That's a Puerto Rican thing. Lauren says, I say olla like Brian, but then Eddie gets mad at me and says it's a J sound. That's right, because he's in the Caribbean.
Okay, I took Spanish.
Yeah, Caribbean in the house.
I took Spanish in middle school.
Caribbean, and we are not represented in those classes, by the
My
way.
middle school class, two L's
in
Spanish is a Y sound.
Sarah from Ecuador, literally, she's in Ecuador. She says, I feel like I need to give a shout out to Peruvian food. Yeah, so awesome. And to my daughter Amanda, who is really missing school, the struggle is real for extroverts. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I have one at home, and it's so sad.
How did our discussion about stay at home being a struggle turn into a Latino party?
Look, Kenny said, Puerto Rican love the burnt bottom white rice pegao. Don't you, like, doesn't it make you want to visit Manhattan?
Pegao, isn't it? Pegao?
Pegao. No, he misspelled it. It's pegao.
I like prego.
Wait, somebody, Meredith, there's only 2 of us home during the week, so my daughter likes to cook, and she's pretty good for 14.
That's what I'm saying.
What's her favorite dish, Meredith?
My 14-year-old needs to start cooking.
Karina Boricua. She says, I have a big olla and I use it all the time. Boricua over here, but I love all Caribbean food. Shout out to Boricuas. Love y'all.
I don't know what that
You guys
means.
are awesome.
Boricua? Over here?
Boricua. So Puerto Ricans, the tribe from that island was, like, there's a nickname to Puerto Rico. It's Borinquen. And so they call themselves Boricuas. In Dominican Republic, it's Quisqueya. And so we're Quisqueyanos. It's like a nickname. I don't know if the United States has that. You guys can help me. But Boricuas are awesome. Like, if you hear their songs, sometimes they'll do shout-outs and be like, Boricuas.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't know,
In case you guys didn't realize this, I know this is going to come as a shocker, so sit down.
I love you guys.
Sit down.
Oh,
I'm white.
you guys are
I know.
so awesome.
I know, you thought this dude's bilingual. He's got to be
from
something.
Latin America.
Is he African? Is he Caribbean?
Oh
No,
my
I'm sorry.
gosh.
I'm white.
That's
I'm
so
sorry.
aw.
I mean, I'm not sorry to be white. I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You thought I was something else.
David says, I have to admit, I've never heard of Peruvian cooking. Sarah says, and yeah, I'm of Romanian descent, so stuffed cabbage is my favorite. Betty, that's right. She was like, you just don't know, Brian. Yeah, he doesn't know. He got no idea. Kenny, love food. Oh, yes. Meredith says she loves making Alfredo with chicken and broccoli. That's good.
You don't
That
like
is
that?
so cool that she likes to cook. My son likes Alfredo with pasta. Betty says pegado because it's pegado. Yes, that's where pegado comes from. Pegado means stuck. And so pegado is what they call it. To the bottom of the caldero. Kenny, yes, we're Taínos. Taínos. But where does the Quisqueya come from? We call each other Quisqueyanos.
Did you
So I don't-
see, Patricia? Dave, have you heard of Peru?
Aww.
He probably
I
hasn't.
wasn't. Yeah. Jennifer says, so when this is over, international potluck. That would be fun. Man, talk about Brian when the coil releases and we want fellowship. That's what we should do. And put Brian in charge of it.
She'll set up a potluck, and then she's gonna show up and eat your food.
Oh
Would you-
my
what would you
God.
bring?
I brought food. Did you bring food to Dave's house? Exactly. Oh my gosh.
No,
Nope, you didn't bring food. I brought food to Dave's house. Thank
I like to
you.
do this. We brought flowers for Dave's wife.
Oh my goodness.
That's all I need to tell you.
Meredith is laughing at you. David is still asking, is Peru a country? It's in Latin America, Dave.
Betty, yes, you are very white.
Oh my goodness.
It's true. Yeah, I forgot to add the very.
And then she says, I love you in Spanish. She was like, but we love you. Robin says, when this is all over, we all need to get together and bring all this food, yeah, and have a picnic and put some merengue on. Wepa. No?
Are the white people invited?
Of course, yes. Dave says, I'm calling for the international potluck officially. And he's in charge, and it's Thursday.
Okay, yeah.
Betty says, this is so fun. We should have, for Follow-Up Friday, background music for overtime and play some merengue. Yeah?
What do you want me to do? I'm very white.
You're like, what's that gonna do?
I'm very white. I'm not that guy for
If
that.
y'all want that, let me know, because I'll bring some music.
Well,
Robin said, let's do it. Mike wants to know, wait, we can't go with... Mike wants to know, if we do the the picnic, what's Brian gonna bring?
I'm going to bring a bag of chips, and then I'm going to eat your food.
You brought something that was Scandinavian.
Pickled herring. Yeah, it's German and Scandinavian. I'm not bringing that. I'm going to bring something real cheap so I can eat all your food.
No, there's stuff, come on, seriously.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's edition of Radio
Okay.
Moody's Comer.
is it to eat?
I love y'all, my people. Air hug.
This was going to be a
Te
really
quiero
touching...
mucho.
Bésame mucho.
Latinoamérica in the
¿Dónde
house.
está el baño?
Kisses to Boricuas.
Soy de los Estados Unidos. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Oh,
So,
my goodness.
this has been Radio Moody Comer. But this has not been what we thought it was going to be, which was what's the hard part about it.
Oh,
It's okay. We had a great time.
hey.
Glad you're part of the family. We'll be here tomorrow. Don't forget to download the Moody Radio mobile app.
They said, can you bring Lay's plain chips?
No, ripples. I'm gonna keep it spicy, and I'm gonna bring the
Bring
ripples.
hamburgers, Kenny said.
No, ripples. Ripple chips.
Lauren is straight laughing at you. She's like, pickled herring.
Lauren, you're white. You know. She's white.
Oh my god.
All right, we gotta get out of here before I make a complete fool of myself with my lack of Spanish.
Oh.
Adios, amigos.
Adios.
¿Dónde está el baño? I don't think I did it.